27th of October, Thursday. Alright, China funds are coming to town, right? It sounds like the Christmas jingle, right? And of course, the town that we are referring to is Singapore. Now, the thing is this. Think about it. After what we happened recently itself in the during the 20th China Community Congress, the funds are all running out from China, and of course there must be a place to go, and it's been reported that many people has contacted some of the top guys in Singapore and asking them how to come in to set up the family office. I'm going to tell you more in detail very shortly. And once again, disclaimer apply as usual. Thank you AIMS for the kind sponsorship. Now, thank you guys for this. Apparently, I've been doing this YouTube video for some time, and oh my god, this particular video about the big drama, more than 700 people has viewed it. Not bad at all. In fact, this is the only number that crossed the 500 series mark. Now, most probably it's because of this particular drama that happened during the Congress meeting, and of course, I did say that if this is going to be a sign of people getting fearful, then of course the money will be getting out from China. And of course, now we can see that because of that, the China stock market start to crumble as people get worried about what Xi will be doing because of the reshuffling of the Communist Party. And of course, you can see that the Nasdaq Golden Dragon China Index, alright, has erased more than 14%, okay, in a single day itself. That is ridiculous. That's $93 billion. And I can tell you this, it'll be more tonight. Yes, I believe that there will be more selling tonight. And of course, Xi has warned against foreign interference in Taiwan, said that they will never promise to renounce force, and that is again causing a lot of worry to a lot of people, and that's why people feel that this time around he could really do what he wants to do, and that will create even more problem. And we look at the stock market now. Oh my goodness, this is the current stock market price right now. The stock market, I told you guys that this 11,877 is a very critical support level, which the market has tried 3 times to stay above it but failed. So that's why today, once it opened here itself, the market is most likely going to go for this point, and that's 11,470. This should be the next support level, because it is very clear that a lot of foreign funds are getting out. They are very worried, and family office is moving on, and of course the best place to go, one of them is definitely Singapore. So now we have the China rich are moving their money to Singapore, as Beijing crackdown is one of the reason. Apparently, I mean, I have some article to show you, but I decided not to because it's a bit sensitive, is that some all this legal firm is receiving calls from the ultra rich regarding about how to set up family office right here. And this is not just one or two, many, okay? So apparently now in Singapore, setting up a family office typically need about $5 million in assets. But of course, over this year itself, right, more than 50 of some of a legal firm, okay, apparently, right, have $10 million US has already came to Singapore, and there are more to go apparently, okay, there's more to go. And of course, there's a lot of good money here itself, because Singapore lure the Chinese investors with good schools, stability, governments, and of course, potential, and monetary movement is pretty safe in Singapore. Hence, you can see that there's a lot of this articles right now on this particular topic, and you can see that it's no joke, right? Since August the 4th, more than 500 HNW, stands for high net worth individuals, has intent to relocate to Singapore, okay, and that will bring in about $2.4 billion, okay. Now, of the potential 10,000, right, 4,002 already have moved abroad, okay, and of course some of them have came to Singapore, and we do expect that this influx will continue, and there'll be more people coming in. Now, what will happen to Singapore when this all happen? Remember, while we have an entire floor of Suntec City Tower 2 sold for $38.8 million to a Singapore PR of Chinese descent. Right, so all these are coming in. This is going to tell you why that with them coming in, things will get more expensive. It's undeniable, because when they have the money, the buying power, naturally itself, right, inflation will go up. Now, we cannot deny them for coming in, and Singapore is a open country, so just Singaporeans stand by for this. We're going to see more and more rich people coming to Singapore. Alright, now we move away from this side itself. Let's look at this Meta today. Now, Meta, remember I've been telling you guys to avoid Meta for the longest of time when it was trading about 170 to 180. I was very vocal. I said that no, this is not the end yet, because some people was calling for a buy right here. I said there's no way this is going to be a good buy, and I believe that there will be some selling coming in. And when it came down to here itself, remember, came about 122 and it was going sideways pattern. I was saying that 137 is the maximum I can see for Meta. In fact itself, I'm very confident we will see it going down below 120. And I said that the earnings is going to be bad right yesterday during the MAO session, and now guys, it is spot on. Okay, apparently now the earnings of Meta is so bad that the share price is now trading about 20% away from the closing of yesterday. Now it's trading at 104. That means that my target of $100 has really manifested. This is really incredible. And of course, what happened is because the revenue went down, the earnings went down, and overall itself, their projection itself is not going good. So of course, if you think about this right now, everything is bad, the earnings are all bad, then why the stock market is still holding up? Well, like I said again guys, Wall Street is very honest. When they want to make sure the market is up itself, right, they do a lot of things, but you cannot deny this. Like example, I also reminded you on Boeing. I said that Boeing will not recover, and I believe that they will suffer even worse. Now we all know that during the this Air Force One issue, the tanker programs, and of course we also tell you that, right, although that there's a lot of analysts saying that it's going to be recovering, I don't think so. And I mentioned to you guys that be careful. So the thing is this, based on my personal view right now, I believe that Boeing should be you should see some support at 126 level. But if you ask me, I think that it may test 117 in the near term. Okay, this is my personal view on how I view this Boeing right now. Then of course, if Boeing is not doing well, then it's very natural to expect that the whole economy is not going to do well. And of course, all these represent the current situation at the moment. Now, to wrap it up on the fundamental side, let me tell you this, okay? Many people have asked this question: when will we see a pullback of the equity market? And I tell them this: look, one of the main things is to watch out on the 10-year yield. Now, I've been saying this for quite a while, and I've been repeating you guys that, sorry, there's some error here itself for one. Okay, that this is the trend line that I have for you, and every time when the market hits the trend line, you can see amazingly it will stop. So based on my common point right now, I believe that we are going to see the 10-year yield going back up again, and I believe that it's going to go for the 4.5%. So which means that, right, I don't believe what Wall Street is trying to say that there will be a potential of slowing down. There's no way Federal Reserve will slow down this rate hike process. Maybe they may go for 50 basis point, 50 basis point, 50 basis point to reach eventually the 4.5. But still, every 1% increment is going to knock off the equity market by 2 to 3%. So in my opinion, the last few days when people are all looking to buy the market is nothing wrong, but just take note as well, right? Things is going to change if this continue. Right. Another thing to watch out for is the 10-year yield. I mean the US dollar. Now US dollar, I have redrawn the channel to make it a bit more appropriate. This is A and this is B. When I do the extension, incredibly I get C. So if we do that for the bottom side, then we are now near the potential recovery stage. Now of course, from technical point of view, this is like outside the channel. It's not a good sign, right? But you must understand that this is just a TA chart. So once the market goes back up again and crawl back the channel, I believe that will push out the dollar. And if the dollar goes up, definitely the US related US dollar denominated commodities will be affected. And excuse me. And of course, you can see that the common point is still giving me the sign. So if I do see that the US dollar is going up, the 10-year yields is going up, then I'm pretty confident that the equity market may see a little bit of pullback, especially with all the earnings right now seemingly not that good. But of course, we have Morgan Stanley, Michael Wilson says that the bear market may end in early 2023, and he's been pretty spot on recently, so I will have to give him some kudos on this. But if you're going to be bear market only end in early 2023, then are you trying to tell me that there could be some more selling until then itself? Well, this depends how you see it. But do note, Mike Wilson has already says that the market has bottomed and it may go up by 10 to 15%. I'll come to that very shortly. But of course, at the moment now, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan CEOs, both of them says that the US economy is tipping for recession as labor tightness keeps aggressive. So it's a bit confusing right now. So are we going to be a bearish market, or a bullish market, or the market has bottomed out itself, or is it more selling? So all these are in all the big noise in the market. So rather than be confused by all these noises, you just have to follow the US 10-year yield and the US dollar. I think that will be your best supportive reason. Yep. Okay. All right, so look at the chart right now and see what we have for you for today. A quick one on the market. Now, this is the China A50, and I strongly believe that you're going to test this 11,469 in the near term, okay? And I was just telling you guys regarding about how I view the market. You can see that this is how it is right now. The market has stamped itself above the 31,411 mark, which is the 85%. So if the market couldn't cross 32,300 series, then there should be some pullback. Now the first support will be at 31,411. If you come back here, get some consider watch it out around here. So if you short right now, you can buy back somewhere around here. And if the market stays supported, it may challenge this level again. But if the market fails to stay above 31,411, then there could be a chance for the market to pull all the way back to 30,487. And honestly, I think this may happen these 2 days. Okay, now let's look at the TWB chart right now. Excuse me, my bad. Okay, you can see that yesterday the market really, the high yesterday was 32,196, and it missed the BNB extension by 1.5 point, but to me itself is considered as touch. So, and 3 days, 1, 2, 3, the market has done it. So now the thing is that usually when the market touch the extension level, usually there will be a pullback, and 31,963 is actually the pivot 2 level. So with the stack at 31,885 and 31,828 for the MA200, this is going to be very important. If the Dow Jones breaks below 31,828, I suspect there will be some selling. Now the KSI and the KRW both are in the positive side, so the upside is still there. Yeah. Now, the one that I'm pretty concerned is NASDAQ. Why? NASDAQ and the dollar and the 10-year yield is very, very closely related. So which means that we can see very clearly right now today, the NASDAQ is the DJDD, stands for Doji Directional Day. And it basically means that if the market stays below OP, it will be below MLP and below the it may go below pivot 2 at 11,365. So if the Nasdaq pulls back because of the Facebook earnings, and potentially it could be the Apple and this Amazon earnings, if they're all bad, because what you can see right now, most of them are bad, or at least their forecast is going to be bad, then this will bring the Nasdaq all the way down to 11,227. I believe that this will be the first support. Yeah, watch out for this. S&P 500, well, we can see very beautiful. You have tripped the 3886 BNB extension 1x1, and again 1, 2, 3, so perfectly 3 days hit the target. This is fantastic. Now it has to stay above 3838, the MLP for today. If not, they may drop all the way down to the BNB RL level, and that's 3759. Okay, this is something that to watch out for. And of course, Hang Seng is still likely going to come back down. If the China A50 breaks down, then of course there's a good chance that the Hang Seng may come back down to 14,800 series. Okay, and Nikkei, as we can see, it is still trying in sideways mode, but today is a DJDD, and if it stays below OP, it's likelihood to test this MA200 at 27,237 mark. Okay, now DAX has just opened, and that's the reason why I do my MA a bit later, so that I can share with you on DAX. Now DAX has 3 days tripped the BNB extension beautifully. So once if it goes below 13,154, then there's a chance that you may test the MLP at 13,079. Okay, now KSI and KRW are all in line, so not too bad. And crude oil, if you look at it right now, yesterday we have a very strong rally, and now is heavily resisted at the KCB at 88.08. If it pulls back, that means that the economy probably is not doing well, and the dollar is affecting it. Hence, therefore, the overall thing may pull the entire equity market down. And for the gold market right now, let's look at silver first. Silver is sideways. I believe that if the dollar goes up, silver may pull back down to 1840 again. And for gold, I suspect that, because now you can see gold is heavily resisted by the KCB at 1673. So if the market can't stay up and stay below the pivot 2 of 1662, there's a good chance it may pull back to 1658. And if 1558 couldn't stay on, then the next target could be as low as 1652 level. All right. And of course, we can see that Bitcoin has continue to shoot higher above 20,000, and that is the power of the dollar. If the dollar start to recover, and then that will actually bring back Bitcoin back down to 19,500 series. Okay, Ethereum also the same thing. Ethereum is now pretty sideways, and likelihood if Ethereum breaks 1496 today, we may see coming back down to the 1400 series. Okay, all right. Okay, take note of that, yeah, everybody. Now, before we go, I want to share one more thing with you guys. Just give me a moment here. Okay, you can see that this is the VIX itself. Now, I was looking at this, and I believe that this is going to be a rebound soon, because we are very near to the MA 100 mark. Now, I did say to buy about 30, and I was wrong. I'll apologize on this, but I still believe that this is tend to go higher. So once we hit about 27 area, I believe that this VIX will move back up again to 32 to 34 again. All right, there's something to take note of that. And there's one more to go. Is that my view on pound? I believe that pound, most likely, if you cannot find any good plans in the midterm, I believe that pound is still going to come back down to 1.1 in the near future. All right, so these are the good market information for you. I hope that you like it. Have a great day. This is Kel signing off. Bye bye.